the numerals, dude.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't gonna make you sit
You
there.
used numbers like an adult.
Yeah, regular numbers here. So we got 16 MVP Super Bowl MVPs from the 21st century, and bracket style. We're gonna figure it out. Obviously, we're starting off. Devin, we got Tom Brady, Super Bowl 51 versus Eli Manning, Super Bowl 46. So let's talk about it. Let me read you out the stat lines. Well, let me ask you a question because I will save stats and stuff if you don't think it's a conversation.
51 was foul. Oh, move along, dude. Get
Okay,
out of here.
okay,
Get out
because
of my house.
we'll save some Brady narratives for later. We can
That's
always
28-3,
we can always
brother.
save Brady narratives. Now another Brady matchup. We got Tom
38,
Brady
Brady.
Super Bowl 38, which
Oh 6,
51 38. That's kind of crazy. Um,
oh 06,
Malcolm, yeah, 2000. Was it 2006? Yeah, some or 2005. Yeah, something around that or 2004. I
05,
don't know.
04. I don't know.
No, it was 2003. Because Super
Nope.
Bowl 40 was 2005.
Oh, then I
Uh,
have no idea, actually. I
Because
lost all of my brain.
Seahawks Steelers Super Bowl 40 that was 2005.
Yes.
So 2 years before. So it's 2003 season. So Tom Brady Super Bowl 38. He put up 354 yards and 3 touchdowns. Going up against Malcolm Smith, who you brought up earlier. Actually, before the podcast even started.
Before, yeah.
Malcolm Smith, obviously linebacker for the Seahawks. In the blowout versus the Broncos, he put up a stat line of he had a pick six with 10 tackles and a fumble recovery, which,
Yeah.
I mean, when we're talking just, defensive performances alone,
It's
hey,
big.
it's nice. Now, Super Bowl 38 was the Patriots versus Panthers. Now,
Del home.
Tom Brady did have a game winning or a field goal winning drive at the end of that game.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
he did put up some solid numbers, but I don't know.
I, I give the nod to Malk.
I also am going to give the nod to Malcolm Smith. I
Like,
think
if like in the, whatchamacallit Super Bowl, when Cardinals Steelers, if
uh-huh.
they were trying to be correct, they could have just given that to James Harrison. That's a big one, but they gave
Yeah.
it to
Yeah.
what's his balls.
Santonio Holmes, who is we will talk about in a little bit.
Oh, he's on here.
He is on here. Um
Nice.
for one of the greatest Super Bowl game-winning touchdowns of all time, or just game-winning touchdowns of all time. We got Tom Brady Super Bowl 55 going up against Von Miller Super Bowl
Tampa.
50. So Tom Brady Super Bowl 55, obviously versus Kansas City in Tampa, 21 for 29, 201 yards and 3 touchdowns. Going up against Von Miller Super Bowl 50 versus Carolina, the 15-1 Carolina Panthers. 6 tackles, 2.5 sacks, and 1 pass deflected.
Didn't he force a fumble too?
I don't see it. I don't know if he force that fumble. I don't even know.
I thought he forced that fumble.
Did he force that fumble in the beginning of
He
the game?
forced the fumble that Cam wouldn't jump on.
Let
He
me.
slipped the edge on the left side,
You
got to him, forced
do
the
you
fumble.
mind if I fact check?
No, fact check. I remember that
And
play.
I just want to make sure. Because I want to give if Vaughn gets deserves that credit. I want to give it to him. But I just want to make sure. Von Miller comes. Sure. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't put that for. Maybe I meant to put. I don't know what. I don't know why. Okay, yeah. So forced
Yeah, that was a
fumble.
script sack.
Okay, yeah. All right. Okay.
Was
Okay.
it just one? Who forced the one that was recovered for a touchdown?
I do not remember, but
Okay, I don't think it was him though. But I remember that play where he got to him.
look, the way the Panthers were playing that game,
Anyone could have won MVP.
Tom Brady was what 43, 42, 40,
40,
41.
40,
How old was
43
Tom
at
Brady?
least.
42 or 43, like something stupid.
Old.
Old as fuck. beating the best team in the league. Now, mind you, yeah, Patrick Mahomes was without some O linemen and yada yada.
He
But
was running for his fucking life. But in Tampa, the Weekends was there.
who wins
I like
this?
Brady.
I think Brady. I think Brady wins this. Shout out to
No,
the Von Miller MVP, but
but that was a complete and utter collapse of the best offense in the league at the time.
Hines Ward Super Bowl 40, Drew Brees Super Bowl 44. Yeah, we don't award that type of
Cheaters, losers.
buffoonery around here. Uh, we got
Nick
Nick
fucking
Foles,
Foles, baby. Give
Super
me
Bowl
Philly. If you want
52.
Philly, Philly.
All right, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to
Dude,
you.
I watch that every couple weeks just so I can fucking get it up, you know?
All right, Dexter Jackson, Super Bowl 37. You want to tell me who that is?
I have no idea.
You want to tell me what team he played for?
37. I don't even know what. All right, if 30 was that the Patriots, no?
Bucks corner Dexter Jackson, 2
Oh, get the
interceptions
fuck.
in the first half alone versus Patrick Mahomes last year. Don't even want to have the conversation. Want to just move Mahomes along?
Can we give it to the field? They should have given the MVP to that field or the refs.
We could. I guess
We'll give it to the Zebras.
we could give it to the refs, but I guess we'll let Mahomes move on. We got
We'll give it to Boo Boo Smith-Schuster's for drawing the foul.
Joe Flacco Super Bowl 47, Cooper Kupp Super Bowl 56.
Can we give it to Sam Cock?
Can we put some respect on Elite Joe?
Yeah, we can. Because,
do we?
quite honestly, no one gave a fuck about the Rams-Bengals Super Bowl. And
do we need to have this
like Odell
conversation?
said, and like, no, it's not. It's Flacamo.
Okay.
And like Odell said, if he was healthy, he could have won MVP.
Well, yeah, no, for sure. So yeah, I guess Cooper Kupp wasn't even. I guess he wasn't even the best receiver out there.
I think I've heard it's pretty easy to catch balls on Eli Apple. Now, in reality, he would shit my guts out if I ever tried to play against him. But
at our final matchup of the first round,
we talk shit. We know you guys are good at football. We get it.
Yeah, but it's subjective or relative or whatever tiv word I'm looking for.
No, it's just we're gay. No,
Santonio Holmes
we don't
Super Bowl
play
43,
cool sports.
Ray Lewis Super Bowl 35.
What were Ray's stats?
You know, Ray's stat line for Super Bowl 50 or Super Bowl 35, honestly, to be honest with you, what sucks is I don't think his stat line really shows his full impact in that game. Because you go back and watch that game, I mean, that entire defense, this was a 2000 Ravens.
Yeah.
So that entire defense was ridiculous and balled out. Why can I not find the stats for this game?
Quick question, Mike.
What's up?
We always talk about how every college team would lose to an NFL team.
Or you
right?
What do you mean by that?
Like most college teams.
By the way, Ray only had 5 tackles and 4 passes deflected. One I know led to an interception, but the other
4 deflections is big, but I mean, does it
beat the toe tap?
Not really.
But
and some other big catches.
Go on what you were saying about colleges beating teams.
Have you seen the 2017 Alabama roster?
No. I mean, but that's even though, yeah, sure. Yeah, when they came to the NFL, they were really nice, but it's like if they were them at that time, they'd still get smoked by an NFL team.
But the whole entire team is in the NFL.
That's Alabama for you, though.
I guess.
That is Alabama. Now,
but you think at that time that team couldn't have beat the Panthers right now?
Did I spell Malcolm wrong?
Yeah, there's another L.
No,
Coleman.
No. But this is what I had originally.
Yeah.
So this is right. Okay, so I spelled it right. Okay, cool. I don't know why I looked at it for a second. It looked
I think
weird.
that's right. It's like Lincoln.
Malcolm. Tom Brady, Super Bowl 51. Malcolm Smith, Super Bowl 48.
Uh, yeah, Brady
I
all day.
think we'll still wait to have that conversation about Brady. Brady, Super Bowl 55. Tom Breeze. Drew Brees, Super Bowl 44.
Does Breeze have a stat line from that game? Because
Breeze
I mean, it was
does.
pretty much a
Breeze does have a stat line from that game. So versus the Colts, obviously everybody remembers that Tracy Porter pick six. That's what I think people really think about.
what was the stat line again? You
Well, no,
cut.
I said
I didn't hear.
Tracy Porter's pick
Yes,
six is what's
yes.
more talked about than anything. But Super Bowl 44, Drew Brees, 32 for 39, 288 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tom Brady, 21 for 29, 201 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, to
I mean,
me,
this one they're pretty even.
narrative wise alone, I think is Brady.
Yeah, I guess.
I think so. I mean, sure, Breeze
But
did his
Katrina
thing.
though. You're
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
all
yeah,
right,
it happened.
so.
It happened. So yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be an interesting
The Giants didn't win
Final Four.
after whatchamacallit. That whole thing happened.
Nick Foles, Super Bowl 52. Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl 57.
Fick Knowles, baby.
Yep, yep. I'm glad we can
Send them
save.
along.
I'm glad we can save the Nick Foles
Patrick Mahomes
conversation.
was just playing, and then they were like, "Hey, don't touch him."
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah.
Joe Flacco, Super Bowl 47. Santonio Holmes, Super Bowl 43. Once again, can we save the Joe Flacco conversation? Because I think we can.
What about the guy with the legs?
I don't know. You did say James Harrison should have won that MVP anyway.
I did. I agree.
You did say
A
that.
100-yard pick six.
We got
Suck
our
my
final
balls,
four.
Kyle.
We got our final four. We got Tom Brady versus Tom Brady. Super Bowl 51 Tom Brady. So it's basically comeback Tom Brady versus old Tom Brady. So it's really whatever
Well,
narrative you want to take. Here's the
comeback Tom
thing.
Brady was relatively old.
Here's the thing, though. Comeback Tom Brady was comeback Patriots. It wasn't just Tom Brady. Patriots defense made a lot of clutch plays. Julian Edelman made one of the craziest bobble catches ever. Because let's be real, it's a terrible throw by Tom Brady.
It's a bad throw.
It's
The
an
triple
awful
coverage.
throw. Yeah, yeah. Half the
Well,
defense
the
was
ball was
covering
tipped
that ball.
before it even got to the ball. The
Yeah,
ball. I
yeah.
don't even know if it was for Jules. It got tipped 5 yards in front of him.
It was a bad ball. But that's the thing, though. What is more impressive?
Well, you also got to look at the
What is
absurd defense of Tampa.
or
That
just
was
the insane team period he had.
the insane team, but the fucking top but he still had the same receivers that they got now. It was still Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. They
Sure,
had
but
Fournette. He wasn't great. He did all right.
that year he was playoff Lenny.
Well, he was playoff Lenny, but he wasn't fucking.
He was playoff Lenny. You get a nickname.
Well,
If you get a
he
nickname,
was
you're like
good.
that. He was good. He
He
was
was
good
good,
enough. He was good enough
but
to win a Super Bowl.
in the 28-3, they did have James White. But I mean, the defense of Tom didn't have to throw the ball that many times.
For Tampa?
Maybe either Super Bowl. I think he had the same amount of attempts, 29. No.
51 versus 55. I don't think we've talked 51 yet. His 51 stat line was. This is what I forgot. Okay.
He threw for a lot.
Tom Brady threw
4 touchdowns.
Well, he only threw 2 touchdowns. He was 43 of 62.
Oof.
He threw 62 balls and completed 43 of them. 466 yards. Not even the most yards he's thrown for in a Super Bowl.
How many yards?
466.
Oof.
Because he threw more
Yeah,
in
I
that
don't
loss.
think he did.
Philly.
Yeah, that was the most ever. But I don't think anything beats.
50,
I don't
50,
think
I
Brady's
think
Super Bowl.
51 moves on.
Yeah, I don't think 55 beats it.
Okay,
Um,
okay, I agree.
I mean, because that defense shut down the best offense in the league. That's Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
We
beast
got
of a team.
we got Nick Foles versus Joe Flacco. I think it's a conversation. You dick ride Philly way too
No,
hard.
I think it's a conversation too. I think we can dive deeper into some stats
So Nick Foles in that game versus New England, 28 of 43, 373 yards and 3 touchdowns with a
and a
receiving
receiving
touchdown.
touchdown.
Mind you, any quarterback would have caught that ball.
Tom didn't catch it.
Joe Flacco, 22 of 33, 287 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Well, yeah, threw that big ball up to Jacoby,
He
who
threw
made an incredible play.
he threw a bunch of beautiful balls that game.
Who caught touchdowns? Did Torrey Smith or Anquan catch one that game? None of them.
Anquan, Dennis Pitta. If I'm
And
remembering correctly,
Jacoby.
Jacoby got his return. He got his receiving touchdown. Anquan
I think
caught
Anquan caught one
one.
in the corner.
Anquan caught one, I believe, through the middle, and then so
I thought that was Pitta.
Jacoby got his, and then he got his return.
Yes.
Dennis Pitta, Anquan. Did Anquan score 2 that game? Now I'm drawing a blank because Joe only threw 3 touchdowns, so there was a kick
Yes.
return. What was the? Oh, okay. I'm tripping. We didn't have 35. We had 34 points.
Yes. It was 34-31, no?
Okay. Yeah. 34. It was 34 to no. No, it was 34 to what the fuck? I don't even remember what the fuck.
30 it was 34-31.
Yes. They for some reason when you said that I was like, no, because we didn't win by a fuck. Like, why would they throw? But no, we took that safety and all that
It
shit.
was safety.
Okay, yeah. Now mind you,
Like, y'all had that game in the bag, but there was just some shit that had to be dealt with.
I want to also remind you that, I mean, the NFL tried to like make us lose.
I mean, you guys would have won 48-12
The NFL
had the
tried.
lights not gone out.
The NFL tried making us lose this game. Joe Flacco probably would have thrown another touchdown or 2 had this.
And they blamed it on Beyonce.
They blamed it on Beyonce. Now look, here's my question though.
Randy Moss played in that game?
He did with the Niners, yeah. I believe
Are you shitting me?
I think he returned. I don't want to say he might have returned that punt at the end.
What the fuck? I didn't even know that.
So Nick Foles. Let me ask you a question, Devin.
Yeah.
Would it be a conversation if it wasn't versus the Patriots?
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking. That's not. It wasn't like a rhetorical.
No.
It wasn't a rhetorical, but
No, I mean, like, I think. Yeah, I mean, that performance in a Super Bowl against any team and a lot of it's just because that he was the backup quarterback that had never shown that he was good at football prior to this season. So, yeah, I mean, it makes it cooler that it was against New England than against Tom Brady, but, I mean, just in general, that's a big thing, you know?
And did Nick Foles outplay Tom Brady?
Maybe not.
Look, I'm not mad if we give the nod to Nick Foles.
Now, had Beyonce not fucking used up all the power in New Orleans?
Here we go.
I mean, dude, it was 28-6 before that happened.
Yeah.
It probably would have been, 48-12.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I think it's Nick Foles. Joe played great.
I'm okay with it. Joe made it to the Final Four. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. We got Tom Brady, Super Bowl 51 versus Nick Foles, Super Bowl 52. He basically got the comeback versus Nick Foles beating Tom Brady. Is this a conversation?
I don't know.
because, like I
I
said,
mean, yes.
the comeback was a was way more of a team accomplishment as it than it's talked about. Like
Well,
people
yes.
talk about it, even us. Like we make the mistake of talking about it, and we do
Just
this with
Tom
the
Brady.
We do it with the NFL period where we put a lot of blame on quarterbacks, but we're talking Super Bowl MVPs and
Well, see, here's the thing. The reason they get so much praise is because we put so much on them when they do lose.
Mm.
Like this loss is on Matt Ryan and not on the Falcons defense.
Yeah,
Like, but
in a
I
lot of
mean,
people's eyes.
in most people's eyes, yeah. And now is it on the Falcons defense as well? Yes. But they
Mhm.
also put the Falcons in a good position to win that game, especially in the fourth quarter with a couple minutes left when Matt Ryan takes 2 sacks.
Mhm.
I mean, that's a massive
But see, that's the
um,
thing though.
thing from the Patriots. I mean, the Patriots forcing 2 sacks. If all they had to do was get 5 more yards, kick a field goal, that game's over.
But that's the thing though. It's like you got Tom Brady who won an MVP in a Super Bowl in a comeback win where it took a lot of mistakes for Atlanta to make.
Yes.
And
After Tom had already made mistakes, thrown a pick six.
Nick Foles and the Eagles just balled.
Played a great game.
Like they just balled. Like I don't
Foles didn't throw a pick.
Tom Brady threw a
And
pick
this
six.
again was a team like I know we hype up the Eagles now, but the Eagles were not even close to being. They was a fucking godforsaken miracle that they were even near a Super Bowl
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
that team.
Yeah.
That
No,
team
I
was
agree. I
horrendous.
agree.
On paper, that team was very bad.
Are we doing this? Are we doing this?
I mean, I think so. I mean, Nick did it, dude.
Is Nick Foles the winner of this bracket?
I hope so.
I think Nick Foles is the winner of this bracket, ladies and gentlemen. You have your best Super Bowl MVP of the 21st century, Nick Foles, Super Bowl 52. Um, okay,
I mean, he's the only statue.
okay.